Betrayal unveiled, my truth. I opened the door to my own apartment and heard the unmistakable sound of laughter, his, and hers. My boyfriend's jacket was on the floor, next to a pair of red heels I knew didn't belong to me. Before I could even process, I saw them together on my couch, tangled up in a way that made my stomach drop through the floor. My boss's lipstick was smeared all over his neck, and they froze when they saw me, but didn't even bother to untangle themselves. The shock hit me so hard I couldn't speak. I just stood there, heart pounding, while they looked at each other, then at me. The silence was thick enough to choke on. My boyfriend was the first to speak, and his voice was so cold it barely sounded like him. "We thought you'd figure it out sooner," he said, eyes darting to my boss as if she'd give him the right words. She just shrugged, like it was no big deal. My mind was racing, trying to make sense of it, but then it all snapped into place. The late nights, the weird tension at work, the way my boss always seemed to know things about my personal life she shouldn't. This wasn't just a random hookup, it was a setup. My boss finally spoke up, her tone dripping with smug satisfaction. "Next time you try to ruin someone's life, maybe you should make sure they don't find out." I remembered, suddenly, the rumor I'd spread years ago that got her demoted back when we were both clawing our way up the company. I thought I'd buried it, but apparently, she hadn't. She'd found out it was me, and somehow tracked down the one person who could hurt me most. My boyfriend, who I'd met after the whole thing went down, had been in on it the whole time. It was all a long game, a carefully orchestrated revenge. The worst part? As I looked at the two of them, I realized I wasn't even angry, I was relieved. I'd spent years waiting for the fallout from that secret, letting it eat away at me, and now it was finally out. The betrayal stung, but the guilt that had been festering inside me was gone, burned away by the truth. I just turned around and left, not looking back, knowing this was the ending I deserved.